Right, morning y'all. I'm here in America. Do you like my new hat? Let me show you my new hat. That's my new hat. Pinehurst. Me and Matt here at Pinehurst filming. We're here with Golf Pride, actually, the grip company. But I'm going to do a video today talking about 5 things I wish I knew as a younger golfer. Like, what would you tell yourself as a younger golfer? Maybe post in the comments. If you were a new golfer starting out, you could go and visit yourself. What would you tell yourself? These are the 5 things I would definitely tell myself. Number 1, get stronger. Don't you think, Matt?
Like literally when you're younger, it's all about positions, wasn't it?
Oh, it was all positions. And then the thing is, we've done a series recently with the kids.
Yeah.
And like, there's been some really good players, but they're definitely, you know, they're
tapping.
It's pretty, and I just wanted to say, you know, just learn to hit it hard and get stronger. It would make such a difference. I spent so much time putting, chipping,
Hours on the putting,
drilling in nets, which is worth it. Like, that's why I've got club face control. But
yeah,
how much of that did I not need to do to still have that control, and could have put that towards getting stronger?
The thing is with club control is when you just speed it up, you don't lose it generally, do you?
Not as much as people
like
think.
These kids just whack it.
Yeah, get stronger. Number 1. Now, second tip leads on to the first tip, Matt. Practice smart. And what that means, like, practice smart doesn't mean everyone practices the same way. You've got to work out how to get the most out of your practice sessions. I spent too much on a putting green because I liked it.
Yeah.
Again, I could have practiced getting faster. And work out if you need more random practice. Do you function better if you're block practice? I'm someone that likes to be very well rehearsed.
Yeah.
Otherwise I don't want to play.
Yeah.
So for me, I did have to do certain amounts of block.
Yeah.
It's what got me onto the course feeling like I knew where shapes were. But there were better players than me, and some of them just, they didn't really hit. They used the practice area to warm up and went and played.
Yeah.
You got to work out what is best for you, and so much for practice is about intention. People just have the wrong intention, which is often built around not fully understanding their game.
And that, I think, is massive now. Stats are so easy to collect, aren't they? And it's so easy to understand what the worst part of your game is.
Yeah.
Like, why would you not collect stats if you want to get better?
100%. So practice with some intent built around some good numbers, I think,
Definitely.
is a game changer nowadays to the way that we used to practice.
Definitely.
You got to learn from your mistakes, and that sounds so obvious, but so many golfers don't see their mistakes for mistakes. They're unlucky.
As in, like,
they're
choosing the wrong shot.
I played really well today, but didn't get anything out of the round. Well,
Yeah.
maybe you didn't play that well, actually,
Yeah.
and maybe you're not.
Hang on.
It's a squirrel, but it doesn't have a squirrel's look.
And it's got a white nose. I reckon that is an American squirrel.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. This is the USA squirrel. So you got to, like, let go and learn from your mistakes, and like, it's not, you don't moan. You've got to get out of the habit of not moaning about them and going and fixing them.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's too easy to get caught up in the, you know, that wouldn't happen to them, that seems really unfair, dooby-doo. You know, you've got to learn from your mistakes, and it's those mistakes that have got to shape you and make you better.
Absolutely.
Rather than often those mistakes just give you talking points in the clubhouse. I used to play with a guy, and his dad, when we played in big junior events, his dad never let him moan about the course. If he moaned about the course, he said, "We're off, we're going home."
That's a good idea.
Because it was negativity.
Yeah,
this is the course, this is what we're all playing.
Bunkers, I'm going.
Yeah, or the third hole's a joke.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, well, just make a bogey on it, like everyone else is. You're not allowed to moan about it, because you're just going in negative straight away. And if you do, I'm not driving around the country to listen to you moan. We're here to try and win.
Yeah.
I don't know Tiger's parents, but I'd imagine he ain't moaning about the fifth hole being stupid. He's gonna just, I made a bogey on the fifth, which is 0.4 better than what everyone else is making. So learn from those mistakes, and certainly for young people, me, you know, it's always unfair, isn't it? It's unfair. That's
always.
unfair.
Yeah.
That's unfair.
Unlucky.
Well, it's the same for everyone, so just get out there and shoot low score. Oh God, I think I'm in a divot. That's so unfair. Drop the ego, man.
Ego, massive in golf, isn't it?
Young people as well, we all have it. so much ego that stops development, stops progression, and hampers enjoyment as well.
Yeah.
Because it just gets in the way. Just be realistic and just be honest. I did a thing when I used to play where I used to, people asked me how I did. I got so bored of that thing, you know, where you play in big tournaments, you come in, how'd you go, Mark? Well, I did it really well today, and I free played 16, I was 2 under as I was going, you know, you start, and I would hear myself thinking, like, that's not the question, they just want to know what I shot.
Yeah.
And the reason people do that is because they want to tell you about their round.
Yeah. And
I remember people saying it to you, how'd you go, Matt? And you would go, and I would listen, not really listen, thinking, when's it my turn? Because I'm going to do something. So I got into a habit of just saying the score. How'd you go, Mark? Oh, it's 3 over. How'd you go today, Mark? Yeah, I was 5 under. How'd you go? I would just say, and that was it.
Done.
And it was really funny because people were not able to then, they would go, oh, well done. Oh, I haven't had a turn.
It's kind of like we don't want to know what the could have beens, do we?
Yeah, well, because we're all feeling beaten up, aren't we? Who
Yeah.
comes off a golf course and doesn't think that they've not been beaten up a little bit?
Absolutely.
So drop the ego, just drop it. It's for juniors and younger people. It's just, it hurts for most rather than helps. Like, if you use the ego to make you really better,
Yeah.
you know, because it makes you practice harder, then cool. But just use the ego in the most positive way, and for most people, just let it go. Be honest with yourself. Last point, Matthew, big point. It's got to be fun. Got to keep it fun. And a big tip for telling my young self, that fun can change over time. And it does. It's all about competing.
Yeah.
It's then all about who I want to play with. It's about where I play. It changes, and that's not a bad thing. It's not, you know, if you want to keep competing all your life, do. If you want to change it, I've changed it to traveling the world and having fun and playing great courses. You know, you got to keep the fun there. As soon as that goes, and it does go with young people so often at that kind of 17 to 25 is age for lots.
Yeah.
And then they come back when they're older. Yeah, just if you could work out what makes it fun and keep it fun, that's where the real wins are.
Absolutely.